Hello everyone, welcome to our Spanish learning channel. Today we're diving deep into Spanish past tenses. Learning past tenses in Spanish can seem a bit tricky at first, because there are several of them. But don't worry, we're going to make it super clear and easy for you. We'll explore each one with practical examples, and we'll always provide the English translation first, followed by the Spanish equivalent. This way, you can test your Spanish skills right away. Let's get started. We're aiming for about 50 examples today, each designed to help you master these concepts. Remember, you can always rewatch this video if you need a refresher. So, let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of Spanish past tenses. Pay close attention to the nuances of each tense, as they convey different meanings and are used in various situations. Let's start with our first past tense. First up is the simple past, or pretérito indefinido. This tense is used for actions, completed in the past, actions with a clear beginning and end. Think of it like a snapshot of an event that happened at a specific point in time. It describes what happened, and then it's done. For instance, if you want to say yesterday, I ate pizza, you would use this tense. Remember, no repetition, just straight to the point, clear and precise examples. Here is our first sentence for the simple past. Yesterday I ate pizza.
Ayer comí pizza.
That's a straightforward action that happened and finished yesterday. Now let's try another one. Today I took a 3-hour nap.
Hoy tomé una siesta de 3 horas.
This tells us exactly when the nap happened and that it's over. Moving on. I visited my grandma last week.
Visité a mi abuela la semana pasada.
The action of visiting is completed within the last week. Next example. Roberto traveled to San Antonio last month.
Roberto viajó a San Antonio el mes pasado.
Again, a definite action completed in the past. Here's a slightly longer one, to show you how it works with biographical information. I was born in Utah, but I moved to Canada when I was 12.
Nací en Utah, pero me mudé a Canadá cuando tenía 12 años.
In this sentence,
Nací.
And
me mudé.
Are both simple past actions. Some common expressions that often go with the simple past include last night,
Anoche.
yesterday,
Ayer.
the day before yesterday,
Anteayer.
last month,
El mes pasado.
last week,
La semana pasada.
last year,
El año pasado.
in 2000,
En 2021.
finally,
Finalmente.
at that time,
A esa hora.
at that moment,
En ese momento.
and finally 10 years ago.
Hace 10 años.
Understanding these time markers helps you know when to use the simple past. Now, let's move on to the imperfect past, or Preterito imperfecto. This tense is different from the simple past. It describes ongoing or habitual actions in the past, descriptions or background information. Think of it as painting a picture of what was happening, what used to happen, or what something was like in the past. It's about continuity, not completion. Here's an example. When I was a child, I used to play soccer.
Cuando era niño, jugaba al fútbol.
This describes a recurring activity in childhood. It wasn't just one time, it was habitual. Another one. On Sundays, I would visit my grandma.
Los domingos, visitaba a mi abuelita.
This implies a regular repeated action every Sunday. Let's try a descriptive one. There was a picturesque town. Some people were walking all around, and a stream of water was trickling from a fountain.
Había un pueblo pintoresco. Algunas personas caminaban por todas partes y un chorrito de agua caía de una fuente.
This sentence paints a scene, describing what the town was like and what people were doing. Here's a personal description. My ex-girlfriend was dark-haired, tall, and very beautiful.
Mi ex-novia era morena, alta y muy guapa.
This describes her characteristics in the past. Here's an example showing an ongoing action interrupted by another. When Juan called me, I was eating dinner.
Cuando Juan me llamó, yo comía la cena.
Comía indicates an action that was in progress. And one more for the imperfect. The restaurant was still open when my dinner ended.
El restaurante abría todavía cuando terminó mi cena.
Abría describes a continuous state in the past. Next, we have the pluperfect, or Preterito pluscuamperfecto. This tense is used for an action that happened before, another action in the past. It's similar to had past participle in English. It helps us sequence events when discussing the past. Here's an example. I had already eaten when you arrived.
Ya había comido cuando llegaste.
My eating happened before your arrival. Another one. They had done a good job before they left.
Habían hecho un buen trabajo antes de irse.
Their good work happened prior to their departure. And one more. We'd been living in Salem for 2 years in 2009. Llevábamos 2 años viviendo en Salem en el 2009. This shows a continuous action that was ongoing, up to a certain point in the past. Now let's talk about the present perfect, or preterito perfecto compuesto. This tense is used for actions that happened recently, or that have a connection to the present. It's also used to describe experiences. Think of it like have past participle in English. Here's an example. I have already eaten. He comido ya. This means I've eaten, and the action is either very recent or has a present result. Another example. Guadalupe has lived in Colombia for 2 years. Guadalupe ha vivido en Colombia durante 2 años. This emphasizes an experience or a duration that extends to the present. And finally, Pedro has not tried the jamón.
Pedro no ha probado el jamón.
This describes an experience that Pedro has not had up to the present moment. Now, a special note about the verbs
Ser
and
estar.
in past tenses. Both mean to be but are used differently.
Ser
Refers to essential qualities while
estar.
refers to temporary states. Let's see some examples in the past. For
Ser.
in the imperfect, my house was big.
Mi casa era grande.
This describes an inherent quality of the house.
Estar.
In the imperfect, I was tired.
Estaba cansado.
This describes a temporary state. Now for
Ser.
in the simple past, the party was fun.
La fiesta fue divertida.
This describes a completed event's quality. And for
Estar.
in the simple past, I was at home yesterday.
Estuve en casa ayer.
This describes a completed state at a specific past time. We've covered a lot today, and I hope these examples have made Spanish past tenses clearer for you. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep reviewing these sentences and try creating your own. Learning a new language is an incredible journey, and every step forward is a victory. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning process. You're doing great. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment with your favorite sentence. Subscribe to our channel for more Spanish lessons and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Until next time, keep practicing and stay curious.